Hey everybody, I'm on my way to an auction sale. Gonna see what's all there. And there's some nice red tower there. Will be everything, but some nice red tower, which I will reveal later. So something that you don't see at auction sales every day. And some Caterpillar stuff too. Well, let's go to the auction. Here's a nice 966 right here. It's an early one with the custom cab. I don't think this has been restored. I think this is, I think it might have been paid once, but it's a nice tractor. 14291, probably 72 model. It's early because look at the tires on here, they're like new. 18.438. And just the drawbar on the back, which most of our tractors here have. Look at that drawbar. This tractor hasn't done much work. I just see hours on it. Boy, this is you can't find a nicer 966 than this one. Boy, isn't this a sweet one? Isn't this a sweet one? 2931.4 hours. Look at the cabins. Look at the interior in this thing. This is a fine tractor. Here's a W30 here. It's an older restoration, I think. Still not a bad old tractor. Split rims, 28-inch wheels probably. Yeah, this would be probably a 1939 model. Here's an AR John Deere style AR. Tires are checked on this pretty good. It's not a bad old tractor either. Yanmar. Oh, what this thing is, white. 1370 white with an easy unloader. And here's something you don't see every day on auction. Here's a Super W6TA. 10859S is the serial number. It's missing the proper battery box, which isn't that easy to find. Tires are checked. Somebody changed the hydraulic valve up, probably had a loader on it. We got a PTO extension right next to the proper drawbar. Yeah, this is an old tire. It's still 1430. Belt pulley's in nice shape. That hasn't sat out that much, this pulley. Hood's dinged a bit, but still, it's not a bad old tractor. What did they do here for... Somebody put a dipstick on here is what they did. It's got the petcocks, but so you could get dipsticks that were optional, I guess, but this was added to it. That one has a 400 engine, so it's got a dipstick. Here's a 400 case with case-o-matic. Here's a Cockshut 70. Here's a Cockshut 70, I think. Same as an Oliver, just different name. Little John Deere crawler. Little Ford or Ferguson. These little tractors I don't know much about. Massey Ferguson 65. John Deere. What size of John Deere this is? 2755 with a loader. What is this guy? 844. No grill, but it's an 844. It's with front wheel assist. That's kind of a unique one. Tires aren't the best, but what the heck. Let's see, what do you have here? 2-105 white. Here's an early 1066 there again with the custom cab, only this is not nearly in as good a shape. It's an early one. 8264, this is the real early one. They started at 7101. There again, the interior is pooched on this one. Oh, they changed the tachometer. Somebody changed the tachometer, so this isn't an original. But even the gauges, they have the original gauges, and they are the very early ones with the IH on them. So this is definitely early. But this is 4254 on a new tachometer. This is the originally ones this early had a rainbow gauge. The later ones, when they revved them up to 2600, then they changed to this style of tachometer. Get double hydraulics. And tell you what, if I was buying a tractor, one of these two tractors, I'd be looking at the 9 seriously. This does have long enough axles for it. Oh, and you know what? These have 1066 wheels on them. And the 5 millionth tractor had these wheels on, and now I think it's a replica because it's got 86 series wheels on it now. They have in Montana, so I don't think a tractor, they change wheels on a tractor with 50 some hours on it. Oh, look at the back windows gone. Stuff it's got one new tire on the back. We're fairly new, but yeah, it's a project tractor. It would run, but it's not a real nice one. There's a John Deere elevator with international power. This is a 3 to 5 looks like an LB engine. So there you go. John Deere with red, it may be green, but it's got red power anyways. There's 3 more LB engines. These are the smaller 1.5 to 2.5. This one's missing its pulley. It's got an air cleaner, which is optional on these smaller ones. There's 2 of them have air cleaners. Oh, what the heck this is? This is a welder with some kind. It's a Lister engine on a welder. So there you go. Diesel, air-cooled diesel Lister engine on a welder. Or a generator of some kind. I thought, this is just a generator. Yeah, it's just an old generator. It's not a welder. Here's a case 930. I don't care for that. It leaves the exhaust uncovered. This one's on propane. Look at that. The tires are decent on the back too, or at least this one is. The other one's serviceable. It's not the match set, but the other tire's serviceable. All on propane. 400 case again. Well, it's a different kind of 400 case, but it's a 400 case. And probably about Super W6 size, this one. It's not as much tractor as a 9, I don't think. Here's a Massey Harris 44 Special. Cockshut 70. So there you go. SOS tractor doesn't run, I don't think. But 44 Special is fairly rare tractor, I think. And there's the 70. Front tire's just about new on this side, although it's checked a bit, so. Here's some yellow power. Here's a couple of Cat D8Ks, and I know who they came from. I knew the guy well. He passed away. The friend of mine, he passed away last year. I've never worked with him. And maybe from comments from other videos, you would know this if you follow along, but I run these things for a living and have done so for 23 years. Or 22, I run these since the year 2000. This one's a direct drive D8K. Those are something you don't see every day. I personally have one. In fact, between my dad and I, we got 4. But these are rare. These are rare machines with the gear jammer rather than a power shift. This one's a power shift. This one looks like it's got 29 cable control. It is so on the back. And I run cable scrapers with Cats too. I do have footage on that. I haven't decided if I'd post it yet. Undercarriage is good. He isn't. Darn, the link height's good, but the segments are starting to get sharpened a bit. And tells me internal wear. So this had a dozer on, and it was used for both dozing and scraper operations. See if I can find the serial number. The tag's gone. The number should 76V951. So that's 1982 probably. This one I actually he set up for hydraulic scraper. 77V8201 from probably 1977. Yeah, this one's not a bad Cat, but yeah, this one there again, the links. Oh, the segments are better on this one. I think but there is some wear on, a little bit of wear, but not bad. This will definitely undercarriage will run a long time on both. Twin tilt dozer on this one and no tilts on that one. Angle blades, but faces of dozers look pretty tough on them. This is a Caterpillar 830M military scraper. He had a few of those. This isn't the Caterpillar. He had Caterpillar, but this is something else, I think. It's got Cummins in it. This one's 830, I think, this white one. This one's a Clark or something like that. Oh, this is Cummins too. Like these I don't know who makes these, but he did have Cat 830M scrapers too. Here's a John Deere R. First diesel tractor John Deere built is right here. Oh, it says not sale, so my guess is it was in the last sale and they hadn't bothered to get it yet. Here's some Minneapolis. I don't know much about these things. I don't know much about Minneapolis, but here's a mini for you. Minneapolis Moline U. Here's a 7721 pull type John Deere combine. Who needs drills and he can seat out the back? But yeah, full type combines are getting less and less around. They used to be around. A lot of farmers had them, and now it's less and less people are favoring full type and haven't made a full type in years. Here's a 4000 Swather. This is Case International. This one's not IH. I think it's got the AMC 6-cylinder engine in it. One's about 16.5 foot. So there you go. Here's a Massey Ferguson 885 bomb plow, trailing type, which is typical. This part of the world, the idea of mounted implements really never ever did catch on. This is in the U.S. The 91066 would likely have 3-point hitches on, and they don't here. But here you go. This isn't a bad 5-bottom plow. This Growdy D an 806 to pull this sucker too, or a good 660 maybe you'd do it. Oh, here's a sight. They pay it an F12, I think that's what that is. They pay it at John Deere colors though. I just don't like that. Painting a farm all John Deere colors, there's just all sorts of wrong with that. Now these are, you want hydraulic cylinders, here you go. Don't know what these are off of, but they're mighty. Here's the John Deere pump engine with a pump jack and a cream can and a bunch of neat stuff. Here's some Massey parts. A big grill, that could have I think that's have a 55 Massey Harris, to be honest with you. Here's a Lincoln welder with a Detroit in it. Looks like about 400 amp, it's a pretty good size welder. 4620 John Deere. It's got decent rubber on it at least. There you go. 1070 case with a loader on it, a Leon loader. Gyro mower, side delivery rake, a few of them. Combines galore. This site's loaded pretty good this time. Here's a 2188 combine. Doesn't look too bad. There you go. Massey combine, lots of John Deere combines this time. What you get in the sale just depends on the sale. Sometimes it's mostly red, sometimes there's lots of green. Who knows? Weldon Morris or Odd Weeder here. Here's an old Chevy grain truck. 1500. Nice looking old truck. 50,000 original miles on it. Here's a fanning mill in pretty rough shape. I don't know what brand it is even. Here's, what the heck is this? Somebody made something out of the crankcase of an engine. Oh, this could be this is a little wood splitter that someone made out of a crankcase of an engine. Hey, American subscribers, this is something you probably have never seen. Eaton engine. T. Eaton Company. Toronto and Winnipeg. For Americans, I'd say Eaton would be the equivalent of Montgomery Ward in the States. About the same era, and did kind of the same thing, like they had house packages and engines and stuff. Galloway engine. Oh, what the heck this little shit is. There's a McLeod engine, another Canadian engine. There you go. Couple small engines. I don't know what these are exactly. This is the Briggs. Briggs and Stratton, an early one. Oh, what this one could be. Not sure what that one is for sure. Here's a Simplicity garden tractor with a disc and another engine. That's kind of neat. More trucks, a Louisville and the Western Star. There you go. A Dodge truck. We like Dodge trucks. This one doesn't have the crew cab, and if I get another truck, I want a crew cab. I don't know what somebody did with these mobile home axles, but my goodness, they sure extended them for some reason. Probably 12 feet long at least. This cock shut is an 80, not a 70. My apologies. First time I noticed this about this John Deere, but it's quite a fuel cap they got. Here's a big John Deere 4840. Agrotech is who sold it. Stettler, Alberta, or Coronation, Alberta. Now they're all just huge conglomerate dealerships. Look at the tires on the front of this thing. My goodness, they're huge. These are big tractors. These are 5488 size, I believe. Of course, here's the good one. This, in my opinion, this is the best tractor in the sale. You'll never find a better 966 than this one. There's not a chance. It's perfect. If I had deeper pockets, I'd be buying this one. I like it. Here's an old Hayes gin pole truck, a winch truck with Bonanza Movers truck. They used to move houses, and this is their old Hayes winch and gin poles. These don't have the nicest looking interior, an awful looking truck inside. Probably a 5 and 4 would be my guess for transmissions. There you go, he's kind of neat. Neat old truck. There's a couple more of those buggies. One's an 830M. I think they both are. They use D343 cats for power. I gotta look at them real closely, but there you go. Here's an 1150 Massey. V8 Perkins in it. 18.438. I think this is why International came out with a 1468, to be honest with you. Here's number 10 grain drill. Yeah, there you go. And here's number, I believe this is number 10 grain drill. Yes, so I'm surprised there's no press drills here. Usually you see 10 of them to every one of these end wheel drills, but this time I didn't see any. So here's the number 10. Here we go. Here's an International truck, a Transtar 4200. I think these always have Detroits in them, V8 V71s. Yeah, I think that's what that is under there, alright. Got a 13-speed transmission. Looks like an auxiliary, a 4-speed auxiliary maybe. Yeah, 13 and 4, I think. or 13.2 at least. Isn't a bad looking truck inside, really. Oh, this one's a newer one. This one's might be early 80s. It's got a metric speedometer. Late 70s, they changed that, so probably 79 or 80 or 81, somewhere in there. 293,757 kilometers doesn't seem like much to me. Probably got more, probably been around once, but may not have. The interior is pretty nice in this truck. It might just have that many. It's not much. 300,000 K is 180,000 miles, so for a truck like this, that's not bad. Given the way on the clutch and the accelerator, I bet you it's been around once. I bet you it's got 1,293,000 on it, but I could be wrong. Here's a horse-drawn sickle mower, two of them. They're both internationals, too, number 9 mower. That's what this is. They're both horse-drawn. That's kind of neat. Well, there you have it. Nice sale. I couldn't possibly cover even a tenth of the stuff here. It's probably about 3,000 or 4,000 watts here. But thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.